بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to day 21 of Qur'an Recitation Mastery. In this video, I'll be talking about the readings of Meem. It's supposed to be reading. Sorry. The readings of Meem and Nuun Mushaddadah. So I already talked about Nuun Sakina and Tanween, then Meem Sakina also. So when we're done with Meem and Nuun Mushaddadah, we'll move on to, I think, Qãri'ah and Ismail. So there are three rulings of Meem Sakina. The first one is Idgham Mutamathilain. Idgham Mutamathilain, and I explained before that the lane there means you're referring to two things of the same type. So Mutamathilain means idgham of two letters of the same type. It doesn't only apply to Meem, like I said before, because under the general classification of idgham, you have idgham Mutamathilain as one of them. So it doesn't only apply to Meem, but under this Meem Sakina, we have idgham Mutamathilain, which has only Meem as its letter A. So when Meem Sakina comes before Meem that has Fatha, Kasra or Tumma, you do Gunna and then you apply Gunna. Gunna and you apply Idgham and do Gunna. So Ikhfa al-Shafawi has the letter Ba. It is the same thing as, or should I say it is similar, not the same. It is similar to Iqlab Nuun Sakina and Tanween, in the sense that their pronunciation, the way you apply them, is the same. But the main difference is just that you have Nuun Sakina before Ba or Tanween before Ba when it comes to Iqlab. But when it is Ikhfa al-Shafawi, which is also Ikhfa Meem Sakina, it is Meem Sakina before Ba. So you're going to do the Ghunna of that Meem. Do the Ghunna of that Meem and pronounce it slightly. You are pronouncing it slightly or lightly because you have Ba after it. So you are pronouncing it lightly because there is Ba after it. Because there is Ba after Nuun Sakina, and you know that Nuun Sakina, there is a small Meem on it. That's why you are turning the Nuun Sakina to a light Meem. And in this case also, you are turning the Meem to a light Meem because you have Ba after it. I hope you get that. So, Ikhfa al-Shafawi. Oh, I wanted to write it. Izhar al-Shafawi. Sorry. Izhar al-Shafawi has 26 letters. So apart from Ba and Meem, other letters belong to Izhar al-Shafawi. And then when Meem Sakina comes before any of the other letters, you apply Izhar. And then what is Izhar? Izhar means the clear pronunciation of something. Okay, so that means you pronounce Meem Sakina clearly. Since Izhar al-Shafawi is also the same thing as Izhar Meem Sakina. Like I said when I was explaining Nuun Sakina and Tanween, I said Izhar Tanween or Izhar Nuun Sakina is the clear pronunciation of Nuun Sakina and Tanween. So Izhar Meem Sakina is the clear pronunciation of Meem Sakina. I hope you get that. So just, go back to the examples you founded. The one you found, like the examples you found in the previous exercises, just go back to them to, pronounce them and so. Let's move on to today's video. Meem and Nuun Mushaddadah. What is Meem Mushaddadah and what is Nuun Mushaddadah? There is the word Shadda in Mushaddadah, right? Mushaddadah. Remove that Mu and then Da. And then AH. You have and then Da. You have Shadda, right? So Mushaddadah there is telling you that it is, applied to something. You apply shadda to something and that makes it mushaddad. And because you have Meem and Nuun, it is mushaddada because they are feminine, right? So we are not talking about Arabiya here, so I'm just trying to explain how the word is gotten. So mushaddada means when shadda is ascribed to something. So when you have Meem and Nuun Sakina, it means when shadda is applied to Meem and Nuun Sakina. So Meem Mushaddada is a Meem that has shadda. And then Nuun Sakina the Nuun Mushaddadah, sorry, is a Nuun that has Shadda. So the ruling is that you apply Gunna to it. Of course, you pronounce the Shadda. You apply the Shadda. And then the only difference between Nuun Sakina and Tanween and then other letters that has that have Shadda is Gunna. Like when you're pronouncing any other letter, you don't need to apply Gunna. Except in the cases of, when I explained Idgham in Nuun Sakina, I said, most of the times you have Shadda on top of the letters you have to match. So that one is different, that you have to apply Gunna. For example, when you have Nuun Sakina before Ya, there is always Shadda on Daya, so you apply Gunna. You apply Gunna not because it is Ya, not because Ya Shadda normally, you have to apply Gunna to Ya Shadda normally, but because Nuun Mushadda, because Nuun Sakina comes before it, that's why you apply Gunna. I hope you get that. Normally, Ya Shadda Fatha is Ya. So, Ya. Okay? So, when a letter comes before it or after it, when a letter comes before it, you don't apply Gunna. But when it comes to Nuun and Meem, so let me give an example of Abba. Okay? Hamza and then Ba Shadda Fatha. Or Abu. Anyhow, Abba. I don't know if that word actually exists, but Abba. So, Abba, I did not say, there is even no way I'll apply Gunna to the Ba. Okay, so you don't apply Gunna to other letters that have Shadda unless if they have rulings applicable to them. For example, when Nuun Sakina comes before them, or maybe when Nuun Sakina comes before them. So Meem Mushaddadah and Nuun Mushaddadah, you apply Gunna to them. Okay, so examples of Meem Mushaddadah. We have Mimma and this. I think you can recollect, and I think you should be able to recollect Idhar Mutamathilain. I already explained it. I did a revision at the beginning of this video. So we have Idgham Mutamathilain, right? And then we have Shadda, right? And if you can recollect, Shadda is the combination of Sukun and the vowel. Shadda Fatha is a combination of Sukun and Fatha. Shadda Kasra is the combination of Sukun and Kasra. Shadda Dhamma is the combination of Sukun and Dhamma. And you know that, if you want to break down the Meem Shadda Fatha, it will be Meem Sukun and then Meem Fatha. Meem Sukun will come first and then you have Meem Fatha. So if you join them together and just, make it complex, you have Shadda, right? But if you want to simplify it, you have Meem Sukun and then Meem Fatha. And what is the ruling when Meem Sakina comes before Meem that has Fatha? So Meem Mushaddada is also the same thing as, like, you apply the same thing. The way you pronounce it will be the same thing as the way you pronounced the case of Idgham Mutamathilin, right? So it is just, you need to think about it. Like, you need to think out of the box. So the transliteration is MNM. It is not NMM. Because if you say NMM, the N there is Gunna, don't forget. So if you say NMM, that means you're applying Gunna before you pronounce the Meem. But here you are pronouncing the Meem that has Sukun first. Then you apply Gunna and then pronounce that Meem that has vowel. This also applies, I said Meem Mushaddada. The way you pronounce it is the same thing as the way you pronounce Meem in the case of Idgham Mutamathilin, right? So, and then you know that Idgham means the when you insert something into something, idkhal shay'in fi shay', inserting something into another thing. And the fact that you have into means the ghunna there will not be before you pronounce the meme, but in the middle of your pronunciation. So now you have mim and then you do ghunna. So mim, that's gunna. Then ma. So mimma. If you want to break it down, you have mim and then N, and then Ma. So Meem with gunna, Meem, Meem, and then with the second Meem, you have Mimma. Try that, okay? So pronounce it, break the shadda down, pronounce the first Meem, which is the Meem sakin, and then pronounce do gunna, and then pronounce the one with the vowel. So the same thing applies to awalamma, awalamma, awalam with gunna, awalam with the second meme, awalamma. I hope you get that. Sorry. So this is not, I've not seen it in any tajweed book, because I only thought about this when I was writing this presentation. It just came to my head when I was trying to write the transliteration. So it's not something I coined out from a textbook. So it is just you need to think out of the box. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to think out of the box and link things together. I've never even thought of it that the way you apply it is also the way you pronounce the mim shedda normally. So the transliteration is what made me realize. Okay, so mim that has sukun, gunna, mim that has fatha. If you join it together, you have mim shedda. Just break it down and pronounce it. Make things simple. So you have wa amma. Now break the wa amma down. Break the ma, the one that has shedda, the mim that has shedda down. You have wa fatha, amza fatha, mim sukun, mim fatha, and alif maddi. I don't think you should have problem with the breaking down of shadda by now, because I already explained this before, and I even explained it a few minutes ago. So you pronounce it wow fatha, amza fatha, wa a, then mim sukun, wa am, then with gunna, wa am. Then with the second mim fatha, we have wa amma. Yeah, I think you get that, right? I really hope you do. So mimma, awalamma, wa amma, hammat. Now, I want to explain this hammat again. So you need to explain to yourself. If you don't get the explanation, just backward the video and then watch the one I said, the explanation I did when I was explaining wa amma, and then use it to explain the hammat, right? So mimma, mim with gunna, mim with the second mim, mimma, awalam, awalam, awalamma. So the final pronunciation is the pronunciation of mim shadda, right? So wa am, wa am, wa amma, ham, ham, hammat. So I hope you get that. I really hope you do. Let me know in the comment section if you get any of this. If you don't get it, if there is anything you don't understand or that is confusing you, let me know immediately. You don't need to watch the video. Like, you don't need to finish watching it before. I don't need to finish watching it before you comment, right? Let me know if you are getting it or if you are confused, okay? So, examples of Nuun's Mushaddadah. I'm trying to be fast because this place is kind of noisy and it should be more noisier soon. So we have inna. Inna. Now, I want you to break down the Nuun that has shadda. The Nuun that has shadda fatha, you can break it down as Nuun sukun and then Nuun fatha. Now, when Nuun sakina, which is the first name, come before another Nuun, which rule is that? Nuun sakina before Nuun. Remember that Nuun is one of the letters of idgham. Idgham Nuun sakina, right? Idgham Nuun sakina and tanween. So idgham Nuun sakina, that means you have Nuun sakina and then You have Noon that has Fatha. And here, you apply Gunna. Why? Because Noon is under Idghamu Naqis. Idghamu bi Gunna. So that's why if you don't, like if you skipped the other videos and you watch this, you won't understand. So you need to watch all those videos one after the other. So as I'm saying it, you'll be getting it and you'll be confused. I already explained the Ram Noon Sakina before, and you only understand this if you understood that very well. So Noon Sakina before Noon, that is Idgham. And which type of Idgham? You know we have Idgham. Idgham is classified into two. I'm talking about Idgham Noon Sakina and Tanween here. So idgham is classified into two. We have the kamil and the naqis, or the gunna and the ghayr gunna. So the gunna is the one you apply gunna. Now let's say if noon is under ghayr gunna, that means you won't apply gunna here. But normally noon is under bigunna, which is naqis. So you apply gunna. Just open your Qur'an, okay? If you see any example, I don't have any example. Like, I can't think of any right now. So, okay. Min ni'mah. You have min and then ni'mah. Min, the noon there has sukun, right? And then ni'mah, the noon has kesro. Forget about the shadda you always see on it, okay? Forget about the shadda. You don't need it. What you need to do is just to match. Forget about that shadda. So, apply that same thing here, okay? You know, in idgham, we always see shadda on top of the completers. So you need to just forget about that shadda and just match and move. Okay, so here you match noon sakina and then noon together. That is idgham naqis, which is also called idgham bi gunna. So if you want to pronounce it, you won't say min ni'mah, but min ni'mah. Now apply that same ruling here, which is inna, not inna, but inna. I actually wanted to write 3 N's when I was writing the transliteration, like N, but I was like, there is no need since you will listen to the pronunciation. So, inna. So that means Meem Mushaddadah is like idgham mutamathilain of Meem Sakina, right? And then Nuun Mushaddadah is like idgham of Noon. Like when Noon Sakina comes before Noon, right? That's idgham. So you apply idgham A. So that means you have shadda. You have gunna. So inna ultum anna. So breaking it down, you have and then you apply guna, then you pronounce the one with vowel. And then with the fatha. Anna, and na. So anna ul in with gunna. Ul in. Remember, you are pronouncing it clearly. So when I say with gunna, you won't say in, because you need to pronounce the noon sakin first, then you do gunna after it. And because you are doing gunna after it, you are pronouncing the noon sakin clearly. Please get that. So ul in with gunna in, that means you prolong the pronunciation, right? Then with the kesra inni. The next one, minni, inna, ultum anna, ul inni, minni. So I think you are done for this video. So one thing I want you to take note, of is that you need to be curious about every single thing. I think I already said this in one of the previous videos. Because when you're curious, you'll be able to learn, and understand. And then, when you link things together, when you're always observant, you'll be able to link things together. The way I linked this idgham mutamathilain with Meem Sakina and idgham of Noon with Nuun Mushaddadah. I did not even know that before. I was just, writing the presentation, and I just came up with it when I was writing the transliteration. So I need you to just be observant, because when you're observant, you'll be able to notice things and link things together. Now, thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, there is an exercise.